So we're going to warm it up with a graph. Yeah, but graph x minus 4 quantity squared equals 16 times the quantity y plus 2. Bless you. Opening. Which way is it open? Up. X is squared. That's an up and a down. And the 16 is positive. So that is opening up. Love it. Where's my vertex? 4 comma negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Vertex right there. Okay. 16 is my 4p. So 4 is p. That means I'm going to go up 4 from the vertex, and that's going to be my focus. Okay. So that would be at point 4 comma 2. 4 down is my directrix, so that's going to be the line y equals negative 6. My width is going to be 16, which means 8 left and 8 right. Now for this one, 8 left, real easy to go. But 8 right is kind of off the grid a little bit, right? Okay, so we can't necessarily do that one, but then that's going to allow us to and lastly, we have the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry is the line through the focus and the vertex, which would be the line x equals 4. Questions, comments, concerns, clarifications, and make that for OCD picking it. All good? Instead good? Well, just when you think you have all of the answers, I go and I turn the question around. Okay? So you've been graphing. All week long, you've been graphing parabolas.
No, we're
Okay.
graphing
Now,
circles.
nope, that's next week. Okay? Now, we're going to work backwards. So we're either going to give you the graph, or we're going to give you specific points from the graph. Okay?
Okay.
So this first one, my vertex is at the origin, and my focus is at negative 2 comma 0. Okay? So, let's keep the form up there. So my vertex is at the origin. Okay? So we're there, for sure. We're there. Okay? Then, if my vertex is at the origin, that means that 0 is my h and 0 is my k in this scenario. The vertex, remember, is h and k. We're going to try and fill in one of these formulas or one of those equations. Okay? My focus then is at negative 2 comma 0. So right there is my focus, which means I can figure out lots of things just based off of those 2 points. First thing I can figure out is I can figure out which way that this parabola opens. Which way does this parabola open? It opens to the left. Yeah, because remember the focus is inside, right?
Basically, the focus points which way?
From the vertex.
Yeah.
Yep, because it's inside. Okay, so it's going to open left. Which one of these, top one or bottom one, is my equation for a left opening? Bottom one? Okay, so that means now I've got it down to y minus k, quantity squared, equals, what kind of 4p am I going to have? Positive or negative? I'm going to have a negative 4p times x minus h. That's what my answer is going to look like. Okay? What else do I know based off of those 2 points? Do I know? What do I know? Directrix? Would be 2 more the other way. Okay, but that's not going to help me with necessarily with the equation. So we're trying to find the equation. Okay? But if we were to have to graph it, yeah, we could definitely go 2 back the other way to the right. Okay. So yeah. We already got those. Yeah. They're in red. What's P? No, it's 2, right? That P is 2 because the distance between the focus and the vertex is P. So P is 2. Do I need anything else? Y is going to say Y, right? Do I have K? Yeah. -4 is going to say -4. Do I have P? Now I got P. X is going to say X. Do I have H? Yeah. So, okay. So now we can jump into this equation and we can say Y minus K, K is 0, quantity squared, equals -4 times P times X minus H. And then to make it look nice and pretty, well, Y minus 0, that's just going to be Y squared. -4 times 2, that's going to be -8. X minus 0 is just X. And there's my equation. Awesome. Okay. Ready to try one on your own? Vertex is at 2 comma -3, and the directrix is y equals -6. I want you to find me the equation of that parabola. Spot check, yeah? So we've got a vertex at 2 comma -3. So that would be down there. Okay. We've got a directrix at y equals -6. So that would be there. Okay. So if my vertex is at 2, is my H, my K, K would be -3. What's my P value? 3. Which way does this parabola open? It opens up. So an up opening parabola is going to be x minus h quantity squared equals positive 4p times y minus k. So I would go with x minus 2 quantity squared equals 4 times p is going to be 12 times the quantity y minus negative 3. I'm going to write that as y plus 10. Would you agree with that as the equation for that parabola? Because you should. Yes? Okay. One more. Try that one. So I'm going to show you how to do this one without having to use a graph. And you can always, by all means, use a graph. Okay? But you don't have to. You can just draw yourself kind of a, okay, well, my focus is at negative 6, 3. So that would be left and down. So my focus would be kind of like right there. Okay? And my directrix is at x equals 4. So that's going to be way over there. Okay? Right? So we know that, which means halfway between them is going to be the vertex. Well, if I am 6 to the left of 0 and 4 to the right of 0, that means that that distance is a total of 10. Halfway between that distance is going to be the vertex. So that means my vertex is 5 either way, which would put my vertex at the point negative 1, 3. Again, you can graph this all you want, but you might not necessarily have graphic. For instance, on the homework, I think last 6, there's 6 of them, doesn't have any graph paper. I mean, you can always use some, but, okay. So now there's my vertex, got it. Which makes my P distance here be 5. Okay. It is a left opening parabola. So that's a y minus k quantity squared equals negative 4p times x minus h parabola. So that this would be y minus, my k value is 3 for my vertex, quantity squared. Negative 4 times my p value is negative 20. X minus negative 1 is x plus 1. Don't have to have a graph in order to do this. Okay? Questions on this one? You now have the remaining time today to work on getting your goldenrod sheet done for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow will be a formative day. Next week, Thursday, will be the summative quiz for the first 2 weeks.